Hi friends, it's me again with another movie review. Today I will be doing the movie Soul. It's a Pixar movie, so I hope you enjoy. Soul is a Pixar film. It's about a man named Joe Gardner, and he is a school band teacher. And he's always had a dream of becoming a jazz musician, like a professional jazz musician, playing on stage with his favorite artists. No matter how many auditions he goes to, no matter how hard he tries, he's never able to achieve his goal. And it's a very heavy weight for him, and he struggles with a lot every day. Even though he's not getting all the support from his family as he'd wish, he still strives for it every day. And when he finally gets an audition with one of his favorite jazz musicians, and he's all excited, he goes to the audition and they tell him to come back tonight and perform. And as he's leaving the audition, he falls through a manhole and dies. So we see Joe later on, but he is now a little blue character with still his fedora and his glasses, weirdly enough, but he now is heading towards a big bright light. So we find out that Joe has died and, he's going towards the great light, but he doesn't want to die, so he falls off the bridge towards the great beyond and is trying everything he can do to get back to his body. Say hello. Say hello. You want to say hello? Do you want to say hello? This is a very fun, playful, and heavy-hearted film. It has a lot of funny parts to it that may be enjoyable for everybody, but there's also some very deep and sad parts to it as well. As I'm sure a lot of people have dealt with before, not achieving your goals and feeling like you'll never achieve your dreams is something that a lot of people struggle with every day. One of the characters that Joe meets on his journey is named 22. She's a young soul that has been in the before for a very long time, and she has kind of a very sarcastic, very cynical personality, and a lot of people don't like dealing with her. And you find throughout the film that she doesn't want to go to Earth, she doesn't want to be in a human body, she just wants to stay a soul. Her personality in the film is pretty enjoyable because she is someone we can probably all relate to. Maybe if you've met someone like this, or maybe you're kind of like this every so often, I feel like we all kind of have a little bit of 22 in us, where we're not really wanting to deal with the world, we don't want to deal with people, and we don't really want to be a part of society today. I found the animation to be really good in this movie. I felt like you really got a feel for what it was like to be on the streets of New York. Much of the movie is set in New York as Joe Gardner grows up and lives there. So you see the streets of New York, the atmosphere, the people, and like barbershops, restaurants, schools, and you really get a feel for it. And if you've ever been to New York before, you're gonna feel like this is a perfect interpretation. Not that Pixar hasn't done a great job in the past, but they just nailed it once again. The movie can be a little bit scary at some parts. A little bit of a spoiler up ahead. I will be talking about these things called the lost souls. So in the movie, there are these creatures that kind of wander around, and it's what happens when you get into like a mindset, you're deep in thought, and you're not connected into the real world. And these lost souls look really scary. They like are big and they kind of run like monsters, and like they actually have a kind of creepy aspect. Not to say that Pixar hasn't had scary things in it before, it just was unexpected for this film. It does a good job of showing what it feels like to be a lost soul. There is a part in the end of the movie where it shows how to feel like that, and it is a really good interpretation in my opinion, and it almost exactly represents what it's like to have anxiety and depression and just to be alone and scared and not knowing what to do with your life, or feeling like you can't accomplish your dreams is a scary feeling that I'm sure all of us have felt at least once in their life. It really does a good job of talking about how people feel like they have a purpose and that they need to fulfill something, and that things are gonna be like planned out for you and you have to follow it step by step. But if you don't have that, then it can feel a little overwhelming, but it's okay. It's just about living your life and being happy and doing each day. Yeah. Another important message that I've seen in this film is that you're not always gonna know what you're gonna do with your life. And again, that's okay. That not achieving exactly what you think you want out of life is okay, and that not everything works out the way you want it to, but it still works out and you're still going to be happy and to enjoy each day that you're given and treat it like the gift that it really is. Trying to achieve your goals is very important, but not the most important. The actors do a great job in this film. We have Jamie Foxx playing Joe, and he does an incredible job as he normally does in most of his films. And then we have Tina Fey playing 22. Tina Fey does a great job of doing the voice of 22, as she does a good job of being kind of cynical, apathetic, and kind of sarcastic with a fun twist on it in a way that makes you still enjoy her character. This movie was really fun. It was really funny. Kind of scary, a little bit deep, but like most Pixar movies, still such a fun ride and so worth the watch. I would give this movie an A. I think it deserves it. I didn't really have that many issues with the movie at all, and honestly, Pixar, you killed it again. Thank you so much for coming to my review. I hope you liked it. I hope this made you want to watch Soul, or I hope you've already watched it and you agreed with my opinions. If not, leave a comment, like, follow, subscribe, and I hope to see you next week. Thanks.